In our computerized world, collecting years of data can be the key to meaningful scientific research, a thriving business, or even better security. But when the scientific research involves recording data in the sub-freezing temperatures of the Arctic, or a business requires tracking pasture conditions over miles of an expansive and remote cattle ranch, today's indoor data collecting sensor networks can't handle harsh outdoor environments. Until now, the long-range wireless sensor network, developed by researchers at Los Alamos National Laboratory and West Virginia University, easily, efficiently, and affordably collects, processes, and transmits data in all kinds of rugged and remote outdoor environments, in areas with few roads, little to no infrastructure, no electricity or cell phone service, or extremely cold or hot temperatures. In fact, the researchers have already demonstrated continuous operation of the sensor network in remote areas.
This hardware was designed leveraging 40 years of experience at LANL designing ruggedized hardware for space. Many of the design requirements that you use for space were also used to design this for sensing.
In one use of the sensor network, researchers are currently monitoring a remote and rugged canyon watershed in northern New Mexico. The network has 150 field-deployable, temperature-resistant nodes spread out across the rugged Pajarito Plateau. The easily deployed nodes act as data collecting, processing, and hopping points. The entire network can be monitored remotely from a computer screen in near real time. The researcher can remotely monitor network health and change network parameters, data collection rates, and node configurations. But how are all the data sent back from each node? West Virginia University developed a periodic refresh tree protocol algorithm to cover extremely large areas.
Think of a real tree with branches. A message is passed from node to node along the links of the tree branch until the message reaches a master node, which is essentially the collection point for the network. At regular intervals, the master node sends a broadcast that is received by its neighboring nodes and forwarded to their neighboring nodes, and so on. Using this process, each node determines who its new parent is. This is called a tree refresh cycle. Once the tree is ready, whenever nodes have to communicate, they send a message to their parent, and the message is acknowledged by the parent. Messages are trickled up the tree branch and terminate at the master node where all the data is collected. The network is self-forming, which means that once the nodes are installed and turned on, they automatically become a part of the tree, communicating with one another and forming a route of their own choosing to the master node. The network is also self-healing, which means that if a node fails or is removed, other nodes will discover alternate paths to the master node. This feature is very critical to maintain uninterrupted service in remote environments where the conditions are often dynamic and routing around obstacles and failed paths may become necessary. The master node can get the data to the user's host computer via Ethernet, serial, wireless, or satellite communication interface.
The long-range wireless network allowed my team remote access to data collected at Abisko, Sweden, above the Arctic Circle. The long-range wireless network was the only technology that was suitable at low power to allow us to collect data from any unknown location, process it and transmit it via satellites to our workstations in the US.
Researchers had data in very, very remote locations like the Arctic. They needed precision data, 32-bit floating point, and they needed to compute in situ so that they know their system's running nominally and that they can collect data over periods of years with fidelity.
It's a turnkey installation solution with unique sensor network features. This versatility opens a wide range of other potential applications for the technology, including remote sensing for environmental assessment, critical infrastructure security, agricultural applications.
Rangeland health is important primarily keeping those communities alive. The satellite capability has a lot of promise for us. It allows us to have our monitoring done in remote locations and then turning that monitoring into information to make decisions on our forage base.
Typically across the West in the remote areas, the topography varies, rough country, difficult to communicate in these locations. And this is the kind of system that would be perfect for what I need. The radio communication gave us the ability to send this information without it being costly.
With this novel technology, Los Alamos and its collaborators have leveraged the laboratory's national security science expertise in developing satellites for the harsh space environment and brought those benefits down to Earth.